Hearken to me, my friends. What now shall I do? I figure I'll just get the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series out of the way today. This is Days. It's often considered to be the worst game in the series. I don't see I see what the hate's about, but I don't think it's that bad. And I really do hate defending bad games, but I don't find it as bad as everyone says it is. I think it's due to the internet. You know, like, if one thing's bad on the internet, then absolutely everyone either has to defend it or hate it. And in this case, more people hated it. So even if you do like this game, it's the second it comes up, I hate it, burn the game! You know? So, yeah. I think that's what it mainly is, the reason why it receives so much hate. That being said, it is a tedious game, and its story does absolutely nothing for the plot of Kingdom Hearts as a whole. It is an unnecessary game. We didn't need to see what Roxas's life was like during the year between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. The only thing that I got out of this that I liked was the fact that it showed Axel and Roxas's relationship. It showed why Axel went so far in Kingdom Hearts 2 to get his buddy back. That was the only real thing I liked out of it. Other than that, it did absolutely nothing. When it was first announced, we thought, oh, cool, we're going to see what the organization is like, what they're going to be doing during their day, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then it takes place right before Castle Oblivion, so you lose Marluxia and Larxene and all the other guys who went to Castle Oblivion. And then what you're left with is, it's basically just Roxas, Axel, and Xion. And who is this Xion? Well, she is the biggest base breaker in Kingdom Hearts. The reason why all the fangirls hate her is they think she gets in the way between the yaoi love that is these two. And on top of that, that's exactly what it is. It's mainly the fangirls that hate her, and I know I'm going to get flamed for this, for saying it, but really, she's not as bad as everyone says she is. Yes, she is bland. Yes, she is boring, but she is not, and I repeat, not the worst thing in this game. Yes, this game could have existed without her, but she is not the biggest thing wrong with this game. The biggest thing wrong with this game, in my opinion, is the way you fucking equipped your abilities. The way you equipped your levels. You don't gain levels, you have to equip level panels. You know how, if you're not good at fucking Tetris, well, actually, it's not even, well, it's kind of like Tetris, but you get what I mean. If you're not good at fitting a boop, 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 boop into a square, you're not going to level up. You're not going to get the fullest of your abilities. You have to think in order to make your character actually able to do combat. That is not what you do. I hate the button control layout. I can never remember how to use the controls, especially after when I did play it, I marathoned through it, and I got it done in like, it took me about the same amount of time as it did KH1 to beat this, and that's about 30-something hours. So, you know, it really wasn't that bad playing it when I was playing it, when I was engrossed in it. And then going back more and more, I've just kind of decided, yeah, it's not that good. I don't like how he controls. I don't like the gameplay sometimes. But Xion is not the worst thing. When you factor Xion into the story, she's not even the worst thing that's wrong with the story. Oh dear Lord, the story. There's no point for it. And the sad thing is, I do want to like this game. I do love this game. I don't love it, but you get what I mean. I want to love it. I want to like it, but I just can't because there's so many problems with the gameplay and the character motivation and the characters themselves. And it isn't just Xion that's a horrible character in this. Roxas is a horrible character in this. Even Axel doesn't seem as cool in this as he did in KH2 or even Chain of Memories. He's there to be a friend to Roxas, you know. And I was kind of hoping we'd get more expansion on the organization, but we never got that. It just devolved. downwards. This is probably the beginning of the spiral of what led many Kingdom Hearts fans to just kind of abandon the series. Well, that or the fact that this and a mobile phone game were all announced at once. Even though the mobile phone game did come back as recoded. Yeah. Oh, and in order to even get the diary, which is kind of like your version of the journal, you need to rebeat fucking missions to 100%. You know how hard some of them are, especially with the controls and the combat limits in this game? It is not fun. There's really... cutscenes. The cutscenes. We barely had any cutscenes, but then again, it is on the 3DS. But you look at it, and it's like, even the cutscenes we got, aside from a few, were really annoying and not worth it.